Hello and welcome everyone to my channel. Today I'm gonna do something different and I am renovating one of the San Myshuno apartments, but I'm using only the new Cottage Living pack and the base game, which I haven't done before. I feel like I usually rely too much on the other packs and just on everything that I have, even custom content, but I wanted to do one that was just Cottage Living and base game, and that's what we're doing today. So really excited about that. As you can see, I've turned it into a one bedroom flat. It has, well, technically 2 bedroom, but I'm using one of the rooms as a study. So we have an open area that is the lounge, living space, as well as the kitchen. Then we have a small bathroom, and then we have a main bedroom, and then a second room, which I've used as a study, but we can have it, it could be anything really. I switched them around from what we have right now, but I used most of the wallpapers from the new pack, although on the second room, and you'll see that I changed that, that's a base game one. And then here the kitchen is my favorite part. I think the kitchen from the new pack is amazing, it's so cute. I was trying a few colors, but I go with the dark green, so the kitchen is very dark green with that wallpaper as well, and I love it. It's amazing. So I used I've used all the items from the new pack. I have not, because a lot of them just don't really fit in an apartment build, but I've used as much as I could from the new pack here. And yeah, I tried to vary a lot of the things that I was using, and here with some of the kitchen cupboards I did want to make them look a bit different. I feel like sometimes when you have those open cupboards, it just looks a bit weird because they all have the same like pink thing here in this case, like that pink jar. So it looks a bit weird. So I tried to vary them, but doing as much as I can with what I have. And it was a challenge in a way for me to do it because, again, like I said, I have not done just a base game in one pack only for a while, and something that I was, mindfully doing just like that. Again, with the curtains, you guys know by now probably, if you've seen any of my other videos, that I hate curtains in this game. They're so ugly, and when I was restricted to just the 2 packs, I just could not find anything for the bigger windows, so I just leave them as they are. I tried to do a lot with the rugs as well, and you'll see that for the living room area I was trying to mix and match some rugs, but then I think I just go with the one in the end because I think that looked a bit better. So trying to decorate it a bit just to make it look like it was lived in a little bit more, and not just like a new flat that you get for rental, and it is what it is. I wanted to make it look like Sims lived here, even though I don't have anyone in mind specifically, adding a few details here and there. And yeah, just trying to find things from the base game that I completely forgot that existed to use within my apartment. So that's the kitchen almost done. I changed a few things, and then trying to figure out the placement of the living area. It took me a while because I feel like with how I placed everything, I didn't leave like an immediate room for the television and the sofa and all that. So I play around with the placement of that sofa and the TV. And like I said, I was trying a few things with rugs, but in the end, I just went with the one from Cottage Living. So I move around. Yeah, I think that's the placement of the TV in the end. And I just put that sofa on the side, and then a couple of armchairs looking more directly at the television, and I think that looks quite nice, and it breaks the space between the living room and the kitchen a bit more. Again, adding a few of those paintings and decorations that come with the new pack, which are quite nice. And yeah, I do want to use a lot of them, a few plants as well. If you never know what to fill a space with, just use some plants. I think that's basically what you need to do in The Sims, plants everywhere. And there were a few things, like I said, that I just couldn't fit that I would have liked to use, but they just didn't really go with the build that much. Here I was just going through everything in the pack and just trying to see what I could use, as well as doing the bathroom, which unfortunately we don't have any new toilets for. I do have to check because I can't remember if I used a base game toilet or not. If I haven't, I'm sorry, I'll check in a second if I can see it while this video plays, but it was my intention. But I think I just picked one and I didn't really think about it that much, and it came to my mind later and I was like, oh no, did I use the correct one or not? But we'll see in a second. Again, going through all of those little things, all the plants. I wanted to use the new plant again here, but it just didn't really end up working that much, so we just have the one. And then I go into the bedroom here, and you'll see in a second that I moved the rooms around because I had this bigger room here, but then I realized that room didn't have any windows, and I thought maybe the bedroom, like if it was me, I'd rather have the rooms in the bedroom than the study, if that makes sense, although I now spend more time in the study. So I don't know, I just didn't know which room to do it with because yeah, from the placement one of them ends up with no windows. But yeah, I think that's what I ended up doing in the end. And also I want to say the bedding that comes with that new bed in Cottage Living, the mix of bedding and metal color was a bit weird. You don't have the same bedding with the white and the black metal, so even though I wanted to do the yellow bedding, that was in a black metal and I wanted the white metal for this, so I ended up changing it to this green one, which I'm not really the biggest fan of, but that's what it ended up looking like. I think it adds to that feel of older furniture, if that makes sense. Although I feel like I left the lounge and kitchen, even though it's using the stuff from the new pack, I feel like it looks a bit more modern than this bedroom, but you know, it is what it is. I do still like it. So just trying to fill it with a few more things here and there to make it look, as I said, like it's lived in and like people actually live here and rent the apartment. So just a few decorations here and there. And on the way, I found a few more things that I wanted to add to the kitchen. So I'm just doing a few chairs here with that new table and that wall decoration thing as well. And that toilet, I just missed it again. I don't know if this was best game or not, I can't remember, so if it's not, I'm sorry, but it could be changed for any other toilet out there. I think there's another very similar one. But yeah, doing the mirror as well, and now going into the study, which I initially was going to make into a second bedroom, but then I didn't really like the look of the bunk beds with the build and with the wallpaper, so I ended up just making it into a study, having that bookshelf at the back, and then the desk with the new typewriter, and also I put an easel on the side to make it look like it's more of a creative hobbies area than just, you know, your computer and your books type of thing. So I do decorate it a bit more. I add a lamp as well and a couple of things, but I do think, you know, keeping in mind that the pack is just based on cottages, I think a lot of the objects are quite useful for other types of builds, for other types of sims, for other types of style, and I quite like a lot of them. And even though here I'm just using base game and cottage living, I think it complements really well some of the other packs like cats and dogs. I feel like I've said that in the past, but I think it looks really nice. Even that chair that I have there in the study, I quite like that chair. I feel like it could be used in a lot of different builds. So yeah, loving the new pack, loving the new items, and yeah, just trying to finalize the study here with a few prints on the wall, just if maybe they were architects or they like doing building designs or whatever it is. And then I just added a bike here. I think that corner ended up looking a bit empty, but equally if this was an apartment, I feel like it would be quite empty in that way. So yeah, quite like that. That's the final look. And here I'm just doing a little bit of a walkthrough, just walking you through the actual flat apartment, whatever you want to call it. I really like it. I wish I could change the windows and all that stuff, you know, and I know there's a way to do it, but I wanted to keep it this way and just use what it came with and just change the inside. I really like the living room and kitchen area, but I think that's pretty much it for the video. If you guys like it, if you guys want me to do other apartments or use different packs, let me know. But of course, please subscribe and like the video if you liked it, and I'll see you guys with another video soon.